Hello, I'm Lesley Logan. Today we're going to talk about the double leg stretch on the mat, another name it goes by, why it's the Pilates exercise on the mat, well, in Pilates, and some tips and modifications. So the double leg stretch on the mat, also known as the double leg pull, which I actually think is one of the best names for it. But somewhere along the way, the name got changed. Don't ask me how. And it becomes this like more of a, I think people lose the strength part of it and go on the stretch part of it. But that's what we're going to learn about today. If you're watching this because of the OPC flashcard deck, thank you so much for buying those. If you're like, oh, there's an OPC flashcard deck. Yes, there is. It's on onlinepilatesclasses.com, and it's a deck of cards that actually teaches you every single exercise, transitions, modifications, all the good stuff. So we're first going to go over the ideal version of the double leg stretch. Then we're going to go over some modifications and some other tips and advancements you could use to make yours rock. So typically you do it from the single leg stretch. So no break. You just go into your last one, bring your heels together, toes apart, elbows wide, reach your arms back by your ears, your legs out, and then pull everything back in. Now, something that you want to be mindful of as you reach your arms and legs out is that the shape between your tailbone and the crown of your head, it doesn't change. Meaning you're not doing this, dropping the chest or arching your lower back. You don't want to do that. So taking the legs out, arms back by the ears. The arms are reaching from your back. The more the arms reach, the longer your spine gets. The legs are reaching from your thighs, all from your waist and in. Something that I'm doing that you should not do, and I'm just noticing in myself today. It's like, ooh, what are we doing here? Reach your arms and legs away. When you pull your knees in, don't let the heels drop. Just pull the knees back in. You'll get more lower abdominals for that. If you need a modification, you can't put your head down. I'd rather you put like a ball or a prop so you could keep your head and chest up and keep it as a flexion, and then just take your legs to the higher diagonal. That would be fine. You can also skip the arms and just do the legs. You can also skip the legs and just do the arms. So ways to advance this exercise. One, think of it as a strength-based exercise. Right here, when I'm pulling everything in, this isn't a rest. It's actually the setup. So I'm squeezing my heels tight together. I'm pulling my waist back. And my elbows are pulling wide, so my upper back is what's pulling my legs in while my legs are trying to push out. Then I explode out with my hamstrings still working and helping support those legs. You get lots of fast here. My arms are pressing through the air like they're pressing through like a magic circle or mud or whatever gets you going. This exercise, as I mentioned, is the Pilates exercise that you really want to get. If you are cheating yourself in any part of this exercise, you're actually going to notice and have a ripple effect in your whole Pilates practice. So if you take your arms back, they're just floating, you're going to notice that you don't have a lot of arm back connection for things like your extension, like the swan, or even when you're doing swimming, right? Those kinds of things, you're not going to feel that connection that you need to have, and it's just going to be arms doing choreography and not actually affecting your center. If when your legs go out and you're dropping your heels and you're losing that connection to your lower abs, you're going to notice that you have trouble in your footwork. You're not really going to be able to pull the springs in as much. So keep that in mind, that every part of this exercise is work. I want to see you reach out, and I want to see you pull everything in and reach and pull everything in. And you'll notice that in every Pilates exercise, whether it's extension, flexion, twisting, side bend, there is this point where everything stretches out and pulls together and stretches out and pulls together. So it's really fun to see how this exercise can actually up-level your entire Pilates practice. If you want to get this better into your body, then join us on onlinepilatesclasses.com, where we do life better.